So tonight, your focus has got to be on what can I do on every single play to be the best I can be, to help my team be the best it can be on that one play. One play. It's all counts. One play. In a game of about 140, 135 plays, whatever it takes. One play. One at a time. For however long it takes for us to take care of business. Do your job tonight. Enjoy it. Focus. Remember what we talked about that are the most important things that we do. And that's supporting our teammates and doing it the right way with character.
It's going to satisfy us is a victory. You understand?
Oh, yeah. Let's go! Let's go! That D with a slide on 3. 1, 2, 3. That D!
Let's go have fun. But remember, it's all about a process. One play at a time. Good, bad, or indifferent. Line up the next play and get ready to play again. You guys that are on the field, keep your teammates focused. You guys that are staying on the sidelines, keep your teammates focused. Stay hydrated. Let's get our butts ready to play some football today. You got me? Yeah. Let's strap it on somebody else. Here we go. Everybody in tight. Hands up. We are LH!
Now it is the summer of 2010. Week 0 is upon us, and the Lake Highland Wildcats are about to take the field against the Mesquite Cedars at E.H. Hanby Stadium.
Lake Highland.
First game of the year was against Mesquite High School at Mesquite, and the first game is always fun. That's the game you start talking about in off season. You talk about it over the summer. Gives the kids something to work for, and we got a good little rivalry going with Mesquite. And we worked hard for them all summer long. We went over there, and on that night we didn't really start out very good. We had some turnovers on special teams and some turnovers on offense, but our defense really stepped up and played well early in the game and held them to a field goal on one possession and blocked the field goal on another possession.
Salas, a left-footed kicker from the left hash. There's going to be a 32-yard attempt, and it's blocked. And it's going to go back into the end zone, where it is downed there.
And our kids, I was really proud of them. We were behind early in the game. I think it was like 16-7 or 21-7, something like that. And we kept fighting and came back. And when the second half came around, we got the offense going. We got Desmond going and Catchmark and Devontae. And the defense continued to make some stops when we need them, and we ended up winning the game. So kids did a great job overcoming those first game jitters and getting things figured out in the second half for a good opening year win.
Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And this hits the upright and bangs through for 3. 7:07 to go here in the first quarter of play. Mesquite taking advantage of a Lake Highlands turnover. They now lead it 9-0.
Let's go!
There, he's going to hand off to Sunwingham. He breaks a tackle out to the 35, the 40, and almost to midfield where he's lassoed there. With Sunwingham with him behind him, and he's going to follow Sunwingham. This is a first down inside the 20, down inside the 10. Roland churning inside the 7 to about the 6. No, they're going to say the 7. along with Sungwingham down there, and Ketchmark's going to throw it Sungwingham's way to the 10, to the 5, and Sungwingham gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Devontae Sungwingham on a beautiful pass. Lanford's going to go and roll to his right. This is almost picked off over on the far sidelines, was it? Now, the Skeeters line up under center. Langford's going to pitch it straight back and hit initially at the line of scrimmage. The ball pops loose. This is anybody's ball. A host of players on this one, but the Lake Highlands Wildcats do get their first turnover of the season for Desmond Rowland. It's 1st and goal for the Wildcats. They're looking for their first lead of the season, and they get it. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland. Running up to it, and he kicks a high end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. This is going to be Desmond Rowland. Rowland breaks the tackle out to the 25 to 30, 35-40. He beats that man down the sidelines, inside Skeeter territory, and down to the 35-yard line. It looks like he was pushed out of bounds there at about the 35. They're going to say the 36. Lake Highlands will start with the 1st and 10 there. Now we have a little bit of a skirmish between the two squads here. And now it's getting even more heated, and a penalty marker flies.
Hey, listen. Hey, come here. Right here. I want him to put his hands over there. Listen to me now. Hey, on that punt right there now, on that punt, he sits there and hold that ball.
And here's an inside handoff on 2nd and goal. Inside the 5 to the 2, the 1. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland. At this point, it's Jacoby Johnson in the wheel spot. Clint Hartman on the mic. Here is an inside handoff. No, it's going to be a keeper by Lanford, and Lanford's going to get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the stop is Zach Nickman.
Hey, if we decide to bump the nickel, Floyd's out there. Warner playing the 5. Okay? You're playing the nose. Trey will play the 4. Yes, sir. Right there.
Nobility Homes, 3rd down play of the game. 3rd and 3. It's a handoff to Desmond Rowland. He's got running room. Inside midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland on a huge 3rd down and 3 play. They needed 3. They got 73.
There you go, he gets it that time.
Yeah, he sure did, right up the gut. This is going nowhere. Making the initial hit is Clinton Hardiman. Milk as much clock as possible, and that's exactly what Ketchmark does. He's going to fake the handoff and go with a swing pass. It's caught for a 1st down to Anthony Harris. They're going to go to Glover on this play, and this is his first catch. He shakes a tackle. He's got the 1st down and more inside the red zone, down to the 15-yard line where he's pushed out of bounds. Here's an inside handoff and bouncing it outside. Sungwingham, he's got a 1st down and more. Inside the 10, the 5. Is it touchdown number 2 of the night for him? Yes! Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Devontae Sungwingham. And that puts some icing on the cake, as the lead is now 41-24 with the extra point by David Green upcoming. 1 back set on 3rd down with twins left and right. Lanford's going to look back. He's got pressure, and he's going down. Back at the 27-yard line. Big sack for the captain, Zach Nickman. And that'll do it. Lake Highlands Wildcats come back from 9 down in the 1st quarter to win by 11 in the opening contest of the 2010 season. The final score, Lake Highlands 49. The Skeeters of Mesquite, 38.
Hi, I'm Coach Judd Smith. I'm here to talk about the Mesquite Horn game. Mesquite Horn game was our 2nd game of the year, again on the road at Henby Stadium in Mesquite. We came out with what we thought was a good game plan offensively and defensively. We just couldn't execute the way that we had planned, and Mesquite Horn came out with a high-powered offense and a 3-3 stack defense that kind of gave us some problems. Overall, we were pretty disappointed in this loss. Again, this is our 2nd year in a row to lose the Mesquite Horn, and it was a disappointing loss for us.
and he will kick it high and deep. This will come down at about the 3-yard line, and this is Rowland out past the 10 to the 15, 20, has a little bit of a seam to the 30 and to the 32-yard line where he's finally tackled there. Drops back to pass and throws back over to the left flat.
Let's go.
This is going to be caught by Glover. Glover is close to the first down and shakes a tackle in order to get that first down. A 10-yard pickup, 2 setbacks, and back to pass is Ketchmark. He's looking deep down the right sidelines, and this is going to be caught at the 40, to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Michael Wright. This touchdown play, 47 yards. Here's Strahan handing it off. This is going to go to Grant. Grant's going to get strung out nicely here. And a nice play. No, they decide to go to a different play, though they are going to go over his way. And he's going to make the catch at the 45 to the 47-yard line. His first catch of the game. Brown gets 9. Quarterback is Desmond Rowland. He gets one man in motion, and he's going to keep it on the left side. He's going to get sacked, though, for a loss. Ball is popped loose, apparently. A slow call here. The ball is popped loose. Desmond Rowland is going, wait, I was on the ground, picking up the football and going all the way back into the end zone to smile Boyd. The referees look like they're going to go with this. Here's a handoff to a new back who fumbles the football, and Lake Highlands is going to get it on a turnover.
All right, here we go.
A huge hit. Anderson here and Landry behind him. Landry's going to get the call, and Landry's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. The Wildcats on the short end of a 48-21 score. Both teams will leave the field with 1-1 non-conference records.
He brings a motor that never quits. He is a great football player. That's why he's a starter on our team. But I think the big reason why he carries so much weight is because the kids know he's going to be one of the first to show and one of the last to leave.
I won't say I fear anybody. I respect some teams. I certainly respect Skyline and obviously Garland from last week. But
He's a great young man. He's one of the better students on campus. He leads by example, not by words. And in my opinion, those are some of the best ones you get.
me, myself, I know I could step up a little more as part of a leader, being a little more vocal. But just having the leaders that we have really does help. Is definitely our strength so far.
I know what he's going to do on Friday night. I know he's going to be a very vital part of our ability to be successful.
This next week, these next 2 weeks will really define how it goes for the next few years, for sure. I know with the people that we have and the leadership we have on this team, we can do really good things, absolutely.
What's on your iPod?
Well, a little bit of Explosions in the Sky from like the Friday Night Lights movie, the soundtrack, kind of some instrumental stuff. That's one of the more things that get kind of focused that helps with that.
Do you play the guitar at all?
Yes.
And how long have you been playing it?
I played since 3rd grade. I started with classical and then I just kind of built on to learning all kinds of different stuff. Kind of like to play a little more like bluesier stuff, kind of more along the lines of, like White Stripes and that sort of thing. And I've been teaching myself other instruments too, like drums and bass and piano and mandolin. Kind of like to keep it open.
Favorite pro football team?
I'm still a Cowboys fan, even though they got it handed to them last week.
The varsity cheerleaders for Lake Highlands High School this year, Alexander Bergen, captain. Rosie Center. Diamond Crook.
All night long, you get out there and you're in. You come off the ball, you strike the crap out of them. You go get them all night long. Snap the whistle. Don't let up. Do your job. Let's go.
The third game of the year was the last non-conference game. We were leading up into conference play. Last game was a big test for us. Garland. Last year we did beat them 7-6 at their own place, and so we knew they were going to be coming ready to play against us. We knew offensively they were going to be they were always going to be very fast. They were going to be physical up front. They had two really good running backs and had a really big quarterback. Defensively, they were always big and athletic. So Garland always presented a challenge for us. We were looking for some momentum going into our season, and unfortunately we did not win the football game, but I believe we found some sort of offensive and defensive identity before we actually started the year. So Garland was a tough game to drop, but it was necessary growing for us later in the year.
They stop the inside give. They're going to blitz here on third down. And shaking the blitz is Hadnot. He rolls to his right, but he's going to go down at the 25-yard line. Open for some pressure, maybe from the end where Jaquil Miles is. Here's the snap. The kick is down. Miles just misses it, and it is a low-line drive kick that doesn't make it to the goal line. This is just their 10th play from scrimmage in this contest. They're going to go out to Glover here on the near sidelines. Has a block to the 40, 45, 48, and almost in midfield before he's knocked out of bounds by a couple of Garland Owl defenders. Two wide receivers to the far side. This is going to be an inside give. No, nice fake by Ketchmark. He's looking to go deep down the left sideline. He has Sumlingham open to the 20, the 10, the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Lake Highlands Wildcats on a 51-yard bomb.
Great play action by Mike that time, just froze everybody. Left Devontae wide open on the left sideline.
Here's a handoff and coming around the right side. This is going to be the dangerous one. Sophomore Jatavion Green. He tries to reverse his field. He's going nowhere. Dropped back at the 25-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. He is lined up to Ketchmark's left. Here's a snap back to Ketchmark. He bobbles it and now is under intense pressure and fumbles it at the 20-yard line. It is picked up there by the Garland Owls and taking it down inside the 10 to the 8, the Owl defense.
Elmore Queens would like to wish both teams the best of luck in today's game. Remember, fans, for all of your painting needs, visit your local.
Three wide receivers over to the right side. It's going to be a pass, and this is not going to go anywhere. It's dropped all the way back at the 12-yard line as Dawson Hadnot. The Lake Highlands defense is held. Here's the little pooch kick. It's going to go down to about, actually further than I thought, all the way down to about the 6-yard line. And coming out here and getting good blocks, it's going to be Sumlingham. He's going to get out to the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for Lake Highlands and theirs. They have to play catch-up. Hadnot in the shotgun, the two running back set. And here's a pass. A penalty flag flies by the way. And it's picked off at the 40-yard line. Down to the 35, the 30, and finally falling at the 25-yard line is Tutu Taylor. There's going to be a handoff to Desmond Rowland. He has a big hole. The 10 to 5, he's in. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. That run, good for a 13-yard score. Hadnot back to pass. He starts to run it. Now he's going to get hit at the 45-yard line, and he is lassoed down there. Not going to get any further. Great defense downfield by the secondary, and a huge sack there.
One quarter, let's win it, baby! Everybody inside! Hands up! Walk it up! 1, 2, 3! Walk it up!
Is Ketchmark who throws the pass, and it is caught at the 3, and going into the end zone is Traylon Brown for the score. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Traylon Brown on the pass from Ketchmark. There's the last snap, and that'll do it. Garland is going to go out of the boneyard Lake Highlands suffering a rare home loss here. 38-28 the final. And when the Lake Highlands Wildcats look at film tomorrow morning, they're going to see that turnovers were a big part of this one.
You got to be physical at the point, hey, Rob. Step up, deliver flow. Come on. Where's that guy going to get? He's going to cross the hat, okay? So get that left arm in there. Once, boom!
When we step out on the field, we are not always the biggest linemen. And so we have to beat the people that we play with technique.
Say, hey, get your hands on him. Thank you, right there. Oh, well, if he comes in, you wear his butt out. Put him in the ground.
Deji Grayson, Jr., left tackle, 6'2", 270 pounds.
Hey,
Ken Perkins, sophomore, right tackle, 6'5", 300.
Scott Hanks, senior, center, 6 foot, 245 pounds.
Punch, there it is. Good, right there. Good.
Chase Wallen, junior, left tackle, 6'5", 250.
Say, hey, punch, get there. There you go. Good.
Kabara, senior, right guard, 5'11", 230.
On my pregame playlist, I start with the instrumentals, Explosions in the Sky, and then it builds up from there. A lot of rock and rap, and end with Down with the Sickness by Disturbed.
My pregame meal is 3 McChicken sandwiches with a large fry from McDonald's, and I drink 2 large teas. One of the things that the coaches are trying to get us to do is overcome adversity, work hard every play, and play from snap to whistle.
A strength that we do have is our quickness up front. We're not as big as some of the other linemen, but we try to get on you and stay on you. Coach is always on me about getting the backer. Well, we got to get movement first. Say, hey, but there you go.
The Samuel game was a lopsided victory. We wound up winning 56-7. We had a great offensive strategy, came out, produced very well. The offensive guys racked up a lot of numbers, a lot of good points, led by Desmond Rowland. Second in command was Michael Ketchmark. We had a great defensive strategy. Guys came out and played well. We ended the first half with a non-offensive possession with a score. Guys played hard. Tutu Taylor with an interception to the house, pick 6, first of the year. Guys came out hard, fast, hitting, and we won the game pretty precise of what we wanted to do for the year. Guys also came out on special teams and did their job, and we went ahead with the victory and won a good game, which was in our lead to go into district, and we showed well that we were very steady in going in district and leading the way that we wanted to lead on defense and on offense. And good job, you guys. Here we go to the video.
McGee will line up in the backfield. He ends up almost tripping the quarterback who's dropping back to pass. He's running around for his life and is going to get sacked back at the 30-yard line.
Oh, big Randall Howard sticking his helmet in his back.
It is a high knuckleball that's actually going the way of Zach Flagg, who gets it at the 40-yard line. Sees a seam up the middle to the 50, 45, and down to the 40-yard line. A nice return of 20 yards. Where do you think this one's going? Yeah, left. And here goes Desmond Rowland to the 10, the 5, going for the edge of the pylon, and he's there! Touchdown, Desmond Rowland. He gets the hat trick in the touchdown department. Here's a handoff, no, a fake, and this is going to be a pass by Price. He has some pressure, though, and the ball pops loose. This is going to be picked up at the 35-yard line, down to the 20, and inside the 15-yard line goes the defensive end. Was that Mitch Marzullo? No, that was Mark Powell. Here's inside give, and this is going to be a big gainer for Desmond Rowland inside the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Line up with twin wide receivers from near and far sidelines, and Jones is back to pass. He is going to throw it deep down the sidelines. This is going to be caught by Sundringham inside the 20, the 15, the 10. He broke it. Touchdown, Lake Highlands on the last play of the half. It's going to be an inside handoff, and this is going to go to Anthony Harris. And Harris gets very close to breaking the plane of the goal line. Here is Anderson with an inside handoff. And the senior scores. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Derek Anderson.
Right here, let's go.
Hit somebody, please. I thought this was
Kobe, right there. Hold up.
This is going to be a big gainer for quarterback Trent Jones. Here's Jones. He will take the snap at the 19-yard line, wait a second, and then take a knee. The game is over. Lake Highlands, a 56-7 winner over the Spartans of Samuel.
Don't run. Run your feet, run your feet, run your feet. Good. I can deal with that.
I cried a lot. For like 4 or 5 days straight, I cried. First carry of the year, got the ball. I was running around the corner and I was getting ready to spin and my foot got caught in the turf and my body went the opposite way. I tore my ACL right off my fibula.
It disappointed me because I know the work ethic and the time that he had put in for this senior year for himself. You know, it made me really sad.
My first game back on the sideline was Mesquite Horn, which was actually the next week. And that hurt too because we lost. And I was on the sideline, helpless, couldn't do nothing. So.
I mean, he was chosen as a captain for a reason. He told him what the situation was. The significance of the game was put to the side, and the significance of being there for a teammate was put to the forefront, and that was a pretty cool moment in the locker room with him.
My captain role now from this standpoint is helping my team, guide them, make sure they don't get their head down on the field or off the field or in the classroom.
He's going to have to be that vocal guy on the sidelines as opposed to what he was used to doing, being the playmaker on the field. He's doing really well. He's a quick healer, which is great. He doesn't want football to be done with after this year. He wants to have an opportunity to go continue to play somewhere at the next level. Great personality, and just kind of draws those guys to him. He will still be a huge leader on our team because of who he is and the fact that he's going to be around and he's not just going to let go of the rope.
From the Boneyard, it's Homecoming Friday for Lake Highlands as they take on the W.T. White Longhorns.
Welcome to the Boneyard!
Coming into the W.T. White game, we were 2-0 in district and felt like we were playing pretty well. We knew that we needed to take care of this game in order to get to reach one of our goals, which was to win a district championship game. And if we didn't take care of this one, we knew that that was going to be tough to do. The first half of the W.T. White game, they converted a few third downs and kept the game close. We also turned the ball over deep in our own territory, which allowed the game to be 21-14 at halftime. One of my favorite memories of the year was the fact that we did not panic. The kids knew what they had to do in order to execute a little bit better in the second half. And by the final score, you could tell 45-14, they took care of business.
Catchmark back to pass. He has a man wide open downfield at the 20-yard line. Waltzing into the end zone at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Devontae Sunlingham. And he's going to hand it off around the left side. It's going to be Medlock. Medlock looking for a couple of blocks. It's thrown nicely. The ball's loose. Fumble. A bunch of red shirts fall on it. And the officials agree. Turnover by the Lake Highland Wildcat defense. Catchmark looking over the defense. He's going to hand it off again, and this is Desmond Rowland's got a hole inside the 20, to the 10, the 5, and he gets into the end zone for his 12th touchdown of the season. Touchdown Lake Highlands. Touchdown Desmond Rowland.
Attention fans, Illinois Paints is a proud sponsor of Lake Highlands High School.
From his 8 to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, looking for a block. 45 doesn't get it, but at least gets all the way back to the 48-yard line.
Captain Allie Miller, Nikki Thompson, Anna Willard. Quarterback David McKenzie carries the ball. James Marzola, number 90.
McKenzie back to pass, looking to throw it across the middle, and it's picked off! Great play by Jalen Broussard, his first interception of the 2010 season. But they're going to go with Sunwingham around the right side. He has a couple of blocks, and he's going to get inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That should be enough for the first down. Here's rolling in the Wildcat formation, looking for a seam. He gets in untouched. Touchdown. Marks left, and he will be the lead blocker for Catchmark. He's going to keep it, and he's the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and he is in! Touchdown, Lake Highlands! That is a huge confidence boost for Michael Catchmark. He takes it in from 51 yards out. They're going to go with a fake reverse handoff. McKenzie's going to look to pass down the sideline. And this what a play by Jalen Broussard! Looking over the defense, standing at the 40 WTY. He looks to throw it out into the left sideline. And this is going to be caught in stride there. And down at the 10-yard line for Lake Highlands is going to be Anthony Harris. He's got Roland to his right, Sunwingham to his left. He's going to hand it to Sunwingham. He's got a block inside the 10, the 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Devontae Sunwingham. His second of the night.
Scoreboard sponsors again are Lake Highlands.
As well as the faculty and the administration of Lake Highlands High School. Our fourth young football appreciated.
Here we go, Anderson, he's got a big hole, 25, 20, and down to the 18-yard line. First down, that was Albert Landry. 45-14 our score now with 4 minutes to go in the contest. As David Green's first field goal attempt of the year is right down the pipe. Lake Highlands, a homecoming winner, 45-14 the score, shutting out the Longhorns in the second half, forcing 2 turnovers as well.
Don't run! On your feet, run your feet, run your feet!
When I just get the ball, I like to just go. It don't matter if I catch it or run it. I just want the ball and go.
He would just show up. You know, we'd be out there at 4:10 in the middle of an individual period, and there's Devontae, you know, with his backpack on, standing there watching the receivers go through their drills. And like I said, that's not the normal freshman young man that does that.
I watch film a lot, so I pretty much find where the hole's going to be on film and be there.
And a quiet, soft-spoken type of kid, but he's got a great laugh, he's got a great smile, and the kids kind of rally around that.
I try to bring the hype and bring confidence to the team.
We have a pretty good idea what's going to happen when we call his number.
I believe the DBs can't hold me. They too slow for me. I don't fear nothing because I believe we can beat them all. All we got to do is just come together as a team and work.
Sunset, basically the prior 2 years leading up to the Sunset game that we played them beforehand, we had scored around a little over 120 points to their 0. And as coaches, we kind of knew what to expect with this next year coming up, playing these guys. We knew it wasn't going to be a huge turnaround for them. We had watched a lot of video and prepared for these guys. And we knew basically it's going to be about the same thing. We knew what to expect. It's going to be pretty much a blowout. But what we need to do is get our kids focused in on really executing what we need to do, and just getting the job done. Go in there and don't be hesitant the first quarter. Let's just go out with a bang and let's just go the whole full 4 quarters, play well, and do our best.
Here's first down and 10 for Sunset. They fake an inside handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it, trying to catch the edge. He fumbles the football. Back-to-back fumbles. Lake Highlands recovers. Lake Highlands Wildcats come out firing to DeAndre Glover. He catches it out to the flats. He's down to the 15, the 10, the 5. Ball pops loose. Goes out of bounds. Roland's going to get the call. He gets around the defensive end, shaking that tackle. Now shakes 2 more tacklers to the 10, the 5, and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Jones going to keep it on 3rd down and short. He's got a big hole inside the 20, to the 10. Finally tackled at the 7-yard line. Devontae Sunwingham gets the call, spins off a one would-be tackler, and falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Ketmar should go back to pass, and he's got Harris at the 30-yard line, shakes a tackle, and is finally corralled by 3 other Bison at the 37-yard line. It'll be Anderson with his first give of the night, and he's going to get a first down and more inside the 10. The 5 shakes a tackle. And that 150-pound senior has himself a touchdown. Lake Highlands forcing a fumble. And this is going to be Lake Highlands ball. Doing the honors and forcing that fumble, Randall Howard.
Everybody.
Here is Adelaide with the handoff around the left side. And this is going to be a touchdown for him. Here's a hit right as Moreno tries to pitch it. And there's a fumble on the turf. This time it's going to be Derek Anderson's turn to follow Adelaide around the right side. Anderson finds a crease, and he finds the end zone yet again. Coming up and making a big hit out there is none other than Trey Good. Here's the snap back, and Adelaide will get the call. He has a big hole inside the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20. He's pulling away. And he's going to score.
He couldn't help it.
Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Kazim Adelaide. It's now officially a final. Lake Highlands cruising to a 62-0 victory over the Sunset Bison.
Don't run! Run your feet! Run your feet!
He is a great young man. He's a great student. He's one of those kids that draws everybody to him because of his personality, because of the way he works, because of some of the things that he does on and off the field. And he's just fun to be around. And on top of all that, when you put him on the football field, he's a great competitor, and people rally around that. Again, you can't have too many Trey Stewarts on your team.
Everybody out there wants to win. On Friday night, everybody's giving it all they got. There's no doubt about that. But the time you put in before that is really the person who can show what you really have in the 4th quarter when everyone's dog tired. Oh, I'm always nervous. I'm freaking out for the games. You know, I've done that ever since 4th grade. For me, I'm always trying to do something to beat Berkner, you know, because I know they're always doing something to try to beat us. So I feel like I always need to get one step ahead of them, whether it's just something as simple as watching film or if it's, you know, going out and getting extra running after practice.
On your feet, right?
We love just to shove it in their face that, you know, this is our house. And there's no better way to do that than just handle it on the field. Nothing like battling for the boneyard.
About the leadership and qualities and intangible things that he does from a leadership standpoint, whether he's on the field during that snap or whether he's on the sidelines. It's huge to have him on our team.
I think all of our seniors are cherishing every moment. You know, we know like every week, Coach Smith's like, this is your last, you know, last that. Of course, winning the game is the ultimate goal. But if everybody on the team gives 100% and, you know, we come together as a team, there's not much more you can ask for. You know, that'd just be awesome.
Welcome to the Boneyard for Grudge Match Friday. The Lake Highlands Wildcats playing host to the Berkner Rams.
After 3 straight district wins, Wildcats are 3-0, and we're playing our crosstown rivalry, trying to become 4-0, trying to reach our goal of district champions and making the playoffs. This was one of those rival games where it just goes back and forth. The loser is in jeopardy of not making the playoffs, so it was a big game for us. It started out, Rams scored first. They got a good kickoff return. A couple plays later, hit a play-action pass. But the next 2 possessions, both teams turned the ball over inside the red zone on downs. Wildcats got a good stop on 4th and 2, got the ball right back.
Instead of playing it safe, they're going for it all. Down the sideline to Sumlingham. He catches it at the 40, into midfield, down to the 40, the 30, the 20, down inside the 10, and finally pushed out of bounds at the 5. But it's a counter play. It's going to go to Sumlingham. It's to Desmond Rowland, and he is in. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland, his 18th of the year. Go get there. And on top for the Lake Highlands Wildcats. Takes a great hop and is recovered by Lake Highlands. They go with the pass out into the flats. It's going to be caught by Zach Flagg. He has the first down inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Motion. Rowland has a big hole to the 10, the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland on an 18-yard romp.
Tackle. You got to pick the pace up. Hey, boy. Let's go. Take a good angle, especially if that back's going away.
Making the stop for Lake Highlands is Clinton Hardiman. This grudge match living up to the billing. Here's Ketchmark. He's looking to pass it deep down the sidelines, and he has a man open. Caught at the 15-yard line. Glover hauling it in.
Walmart has low prices on everything families need every single day. Get in, get out.
The defensive tackle is making a good play there and stacking it up for a loss of about a half a yard. They're going to keep it on the ground. He's going to cut it up the middle. It has a hole. Out past the 20, the 25, 30. Does he have the breakaway speed? Oh, yeah. Past midfield. The 40, the 30. Cuts it back toward the middle. The 20 running out of gas. And he's going to be tackled at the 12. All right, Rowland's going to stay in at quarterback. He's going to roll to the right. He has a block to the 10, the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland, the Wildcat formation. Stock looks back to pass, has a man open, but then it closes down quickly. Now another man springs free in the back of the end zone, and it is a touchdown, Bertner.
Out of number 7, Texas 5, New York 1.
And it's a Wildcat formation with Rowland taking the snap. He has the seam inside the 3 to the 1. The ball pops loose, but the side judge says he was down. That's it. No indication yet. Come on. Yes! There we go. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Desmond Rowland. Possession's not going to keep it. He gets hammered by the line again. Dickman coming up to lay the final lick. Mitch Marzola coming up off the bottom of that pile as well. And here's Ketchmark back to pass, looking to throw one out in the flat. Looks right now toward the middle. This is tipped.
Caught it.
And caught. Right at the first down sticks.
Let's go away. Hey fans, Caradell is a proud sponsor of Lake Highlands.
One to the right side. This is going to be a gain of. It's an empty ball. The football.
the ball.
It's down to the 40-yard line. And the Lake Highlands Wildcats recover. And it is a big turnover for the defense.
Fumble recovered by number 50, Gary Green.
And Lake Highlands will run out the rest of the clock, improve to 5-2, 4-0 overall.
There's a reason it started out Wildcat at Ram Stadium. It's still going to stay that way. I don't care what everybody says.
Don't run. Run your feet. Run your feet.
I always have the mindset that nobody can beat me. Because usually when you're playing football, that's the mindset you got to have.
Good, right there.
One Quinn Goski.
School, I play football, track, and golf. Probably whichever one's in season is my favorite at the time. I mean, it'd be hard, like if someone said you have to give up a sport, it'd be tough.
He's just an athlete, and he was a football player as he came up, but then obviously just continued to work his skills in other areas. And because he's an athlete, can be pretty competitive in pretty much any sport he wants to play.
Good, good.
I just play cornerback and kicker, punter.
Those are things obviously David has done punting-wise all year long. You know, he puts the ball where it needs to be, and then the distance is where it needs to be.
I'm on defense, I'm not really thinking about kicking that much, but you know, getting to the sideline and watching offense, I've always got my tee in my hand. I'm ready to go out there.
Just to have that level of a kicker has been a nice comfort for us.
I have a lot of self-confidence in myself, so I feel like I'll be able to hang with any guy.
He's not just my fastest cornerback. I think he's probably one of the fastest cornerbacks, not just in the area, I mean in the state. There's not many kids that can run an FAT time of 4:35 in the 40.
I like to race my dog a bunch. Golden Retriever, he's pretty fast, but I think I've got him a couple times. Defensive guys like to hit, and so the defensive backs usually have to guard the receivers a lot. You don't get to make a lot of big hits, but when you get the opportunity, it's something you really look forward to.
You can be the fastest guy in the world, but there's more to covering a guy than just being fast. You got to have great hips. You got to be able to flip and run with guys when you have to do that. You got to have great hands in the sense that, you know, some of our techniques, they have to use their hands on the receivers. And so there's multiple things that he does really well at cornerback that you just don't find all the time.
The Jesuit game was a big game for us because we knew with the victory we would lock up the #1 seed in the playoffs in the small school division. It was also a little extra motivation. We were the homecoming and the inaugural game of their new stadium, so that always, you know, wanting to ruin their homecoming. We came out victorious with a 29-20 victory. Would like to recognize Devontae Soingham. He had 191 yards rushing, 122 receiving yards with 4 touchdowns, and he was named the Dallas Morning News Offensive Player of the Week for that week.
A huge District 9 5A contest is now underway, and this is going to be a touchback as David Green knocks this all the way through the back of the end zone on the fly. Here, dropping back to pass to Savage. It does slip out of his hands, and it's going to be picked off. Bringing it back out to the 23-yard line, the Lake Highland Wildcat defense. That's Tutu Taylor with the interception. 3rd and 7. Here is some pressure being put on Savage, and he's going to go down in the arms of Mitch Marzola. The kick is up, and it is drifting to the right. No good! They need to get out to the 18 for the first. Ketchmark takes the snap. He looks out into the flats on the left side. This will be caught by Glover. Glover has a good yard, and he still turns those feet. Gets out to the 18-yard line. Into the flats to Zach Flagg. He has a block. Past the 40, 45. Great open field block by DeAndre Glover to spring him. Now it's really raining hard. Here's Ketchmark looking to go in the deep corner of the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. There it is. It's up, has the distance, and he nails. Woo! 3 big points on the board. It is going to be a fake, and it goes through Savage's hands. He gets it under control. Yes. Throws it, but it's well short of his intended target. Great job by Lake Highlands. They were not fooled at all by that fake punt. The counterplay that goes to Sunningham back to the right, trying to kick it outside. He gets inside the 10, down to about the 7. Third and short here. Ketchmark going to give it to Sunningham again. Has an opening, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Devontae Sunningham. Savage with some pressure. He's going down. Back at the 21-yard line. Big play by Mitch Marzola. Also coming in and making a huge hit. It's Randall Howard. And Savage does roll right. And he's able to hit Franz coming out of the backfield in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Homecoming here 2010 for the Jesuit Rangers, christening their new stadium. Right now they're going to have to come back for a victory. Lake Highlands would love to hang on to a win. In short play, Franz gets the call. He has a big hole inside to the 5. He fumbles the football, and it's picked up by Jalen Broussard in the end zone. And this is going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Might be a lateral, and it is ruled a lateral. Back to pass. Sunningham trying to catch it. He's interfered with as the ball goes over his head, and he is down after getting hit hard. Go out into the flat, Sunningham catching it, shaking off the tackler. He gets to the 30, 25, 20, has a block inside the 10, the 5, dives to the pylon, but misses it. And Dickman's going to be the lead blocker here for Sunningham. He gets inside the 5 to the 2, the 1, he's in. Touchdown, Devontae Sunningham. Second down and 9. Here's Sunningham. He's strung out. Out of bounds after the play has been whistled dead. Here's Ketchmark getting into the flat. A flag flies. Glover makes the catch anyway, and he's standing right at the first down stakes. Sunningham takes it from Ketchmark, and he's in. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Devontae Sunningham, his 3rd of the contest. Pass across the middle. Knocked away at the last minute. What great coverage there by Tutu Taylor. There's the snap. The kick is up. This time it's not slicing. Missed it. Pushing it left. The 2-point try to tie it up. Savage rolling to his right. Looking to throw at the corner of the end zone. He's trying to get out from pressure now. Will try to run it. Yes. He stopped short by a yard. Woo! No good. They're at the 46-yard line, needing to get to the Ranger 40. Here the pass to AD, and in one-on-one coverage, he gets the first down, and great second effort by AD. He finds a hole inside the 10, the 5, he's in. Touchdown, Devontae Sunningham. What a great game for Devontae Sunningham.
Hats off to LH offensive coaching staff.
Here is the pass out by Savage into the flat, and it is incomplete, intended for Oliver. Great pass coverage by Broussard, and this game is over. Crowd here overjoyed as the Lake Highlands Wildcats have spoiled homecoming for the Jesuit Rangers. Winning by the final score of 29-20. It is time for the showdown here in in Dallas between Skyline High School and your hometown Lake Highlands Wildcats.
Week 9, Dallas Skyline. This is going to be a huge game, set up the district championship this week. Both teams come in to play with a 5-0 district record in District 9 5A. We felt like we had a great week of practice. Our kids understood that it was going to be the toughest game of the season so far, and we had a great week of work and a good approach all week coming into the game. Our defense played really well in the first half, getting 3 interceptions. We had a couple scoring opportunities we weren't able to capitalize on, and in the end that kind of was the reason we came up a little short against Skyline. It was a good measuring stick for our ball club, and in the end I think it made us a better team.
Kincaid taking the snap, he fumbles the snap. He's able to pick it up though and throws it across the middle. High, and it's picked off at the 5-yard line.
Get out of the way.
It's Tutu Taylor, but he trips over one of the linemen. But a big play there for the Lake Highlands Wildcat defense. Like the Lake Highlands Wildcats showing blitz, one man coming free, and that causes Kincaid to tuck it, and he's sacked back at the 48-yard line. Clinton Hardeman gets credited with that sack. Desmond rolling in motion from left to right out of the slot. They're going to give it to him. He's got a hole. 25, 30, 35. He could go. I wish his hamstring was at 100%, but it's not. Here's Ketchmark back to pass. Has great protection. Goes across the middle, and it's zinked in for a strike. And making that catch at the 30-yard line is going to be Michael Wright. Ketchmark back to pass, looking to throw it over the left side now. And here is a great catch by A.D.
Wildcats 0, the Skyline Raiders 0.
Texas High School that collects the most labels earns the $5,000 reward. Attention, please.
Here's a deep pass, and it's picked off by Jalen Broussard at the 30-yard line. He falls down at the 26-yard line. A huge turnover, the second of the night by the Skyline Raiders.
Look out fast. You don't understand. You got your pants down.
They go into deep coverage again. They try to throw it deep down the middle, and it's going to be picked off by Taylor.
Go.
He got to the 30, 35, 40, and he's going to fall down. Tutu Taylor with the second interception of the night. Here's Kincaid handing off again to Dixon, and there's the big hole over on the right side of Dixon's in. Touchdown Skyline.
After number 62, Fabian Soldaya.
Monte Suttingham was in the slot side. He gets a block by Nickman. He's down inside the 30, the 20, the 15. Shakes off a tackler and gets to the 10 before he's finally wrapped up. Going deep is Ketchmark. Going it over intended for something. Oh! It's knocked away at the last minute.
All right, everybody in this hall is playing their heart out. Listen.
Pass plays. Kincaid is going to get wrapped up back at the 25-yard line. Another big quarterback sack for the Lake Highlands defense. All right, Ketchmark back to pass here on 3rd down and long. He's throwing it deep down the right sidelines. Has a man open, and it is caught. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Touchdown, Devontae Suttingham. His 7th touchdown of the season. Ketchmark back to pass. He'll throw it over to Glover, and he has a catch here that's going to be good for another Lake Highland first down. Here's an inside handoff. Devontae Suttingham. Touchdown, Lake Highland. Is blocked. He could be returned for a 2-point conversion. There's nothing to lose if you're able to do it successfully. And this return out to the 23-yard line is stopped. Skyline wins this District 9 5A showdown by the final score of 39-14.
Don't run! Run your feet! Run your feet!
And what Desmond brings to the table, there are very few that have his abilities. Very few.
My name is Desmond Rowland. I play for the Lake Highlands Wildcats. I'm the running back.
One word only? I mean, athlete. He does those things that great athletes have the ability to do.
When the game gets intense, I look for people to hit so I can let them know that I'm coming. And that leads to people not wanting to hit me, so I just run past and try to get to the end zone.
He's bigger than most people. Physically, he's faster than most people. And physically, he has a strength and a power about him when he carries the football that the average guy doesn't have.
I love hitting, and I think when I hit, I just want to hit more, and it don't bother me because I'm so big. I remember every single move. After it happens, it sticks into my head, and I always try to use it again at one point. At high school, of course, going to college. I plan on going to Oklahoma State University. That's where I'm verbally committed to. And try my best to earn me a starting position up there. I love college football. It's more exciting. I like seeing touchdowns and big hits, and you really don't see that in the NFL nowadays.
Yeah, but I enjoy talking to him. He's a really quiet, soft-spoken kid until you get to know him. Just a real respectful, polite young man. A great representation of not just the Lake Highlands Wildcat football team, but for our community.
He's a real cool coach. We joke around a lot. When it's time to get serious, we get serious. Like a second dad. As soon as I get healthy, I'm gonna step up, and we'll have to rise up to another level.
You know, we're gonna come and go offensively and really as a team with Desmond. And if he's on the field healthy playing, we got a great shot.
Shoulder we're back. LA, you hear me? Turn it loose. Turn it loose on these guys, fellas. Let's go. Turn it loose.
Coach Scott Smith is greeting the football players in advance at the tunnel. Number 3, Jalen Broussard. Number 4, Tayron Brown. Number 5, Derek Anderson. Number 10, Brian Dupree. Number 11, Anthony Harris. Number 14, Sam Welty. Number 16, Caleb McCoy. Number 17, Quentin Rivers. Number 18, David Green. Number 20, DeAndre Glover. Number 25, Roderick Mackey. Number 30, Braden Fair. Number 32, Kazim Odell. Number 35, Brian Thompson. Number 42, Derek Floyd. Number 44, Zach Nickman. Number 51, Trey Stewart. Number 52, Clint Hardeman. Number 54, Scott Hanks. Number 56, Jay Coffey. Number 66, Brandon Gitt. Number 67, Ronald Blair. Number 74, Crystal Hagba. Number 75, Jeffrey Gamara. Number 90, Mitch Marzola.
I'm here to talk about the Richardson versus Lake Highlands game. It was a big game for us because it was the last time that our seniors would be playing on our home field. Big game for Richardson because they had a remarkable season, had gotten a lot better. We're getting ready to go to the playoffs. Some of their playoff hopes or their seeding was decided on the game, so it was a very competitive game. For our focus as Lake Highlands Wildcats, we attempted to get rid of some of the penalties, some of the carelessness that had cost us early in the year, and get ready for our run for the playoffs. Our position had very well been secured. We had attempted to get rid of some of the costly penalties that affect us in the game. We did a little of that. We still had some penalties that we had kind of bothered us all year. But the good part is we won, and we had another week to prepare for another team.
You can hear the crowd getting into it as he's approaching the ball, and away we go. It's a low swift kick. It's going to be fielded on about a half dozen hops by AD. He's going to come around the left side, and he's going to get out to about 25, 30, 35, has a hole, 40, 45, and is finally tackled there. Here's the quarterback keeper around the right side, and this could go. Ketchmark down to inside the 50, the 30, the 20, and down to the 15, make it the 16-yard line. Around the right side, Sunwingham taking the ball and into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. Third down at 12. The blitz is on, and this is going to be incomplete. It definitely has the distance, but it's hooking, and it goes wide left. Here's a handoff up the middle, and it's a big gainer. As taking the ball into the Eagles side of the field is Derek Anderson. Here's Ketchmark going across the middle, and this is a big gain for DeAndre Glover with his first catch of the night, and it is good for 25 yards. From left to right, he's got an opening inside the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Devontae Sundlingham. Touchdown, Lake Highlands. On fourth down and 3. Here's a quick snap, a fade route thrown. Caught and dropped at the back of the end zone. No good. The Eagles are going to hand it off up the middle to Derek Anderson. He's stacked up short of the first down stakes, and decision time again for the Eagles. It is up. Doesn't have the distance. Yes, but it is. No, it is not. It hit the crossbar.
It hit the crossbar.
No good. 2-point conversion try on the keeper by Miles Jackson. Bulls Richardson to within 3 at 14-11. It's going to be buffed. The ball is loose, and it looks like Lake Highlands has it. And that's Aiden Huey, the deep snapper, who has it. Snaps it, he's rolling left. He's got a pocket to run or throw it. He decides on the latter. Fourth down and 12 coming up. The ball plays at the 28-yard line. It's a low side kick, and it is good. 2 minutes to go in the game. 2 minutes, and it's all tied at 14 apiece. Crowd getting really loud here on third down and 8. He's gonna hand off, and this is not going anywhere. Great stand by the Lake Highlands defense. They're bringing everybody. They got close. Not quite. Zach Flagg fielding it on the run at the 45, the 50, and down the 45-yard line. That is all Zach Flagg. It's a fake. He's going deep downfield, has a man open, and it's caught inside the 20. The 15, down to the 10. As making the play is AD, his biggest play of the season. It's a 29-yard attempt by Henton. Here's the snap. It's down on the blocks. The kick is away. Has the distance. Right through. No, they just run it up the gut. And they get to the 42, and that's it. 17-14, our final. Lake Highlands with a last-second field goal by Mitchell Hinton gets them the victory. Great day for football. Can't wait to see this playoff game. Two teams that come into this contest that know each other a little bit.
You can already kind of feel the energy. You can see the kids on the pregame warm-ups kind of bouncing around, a little bit of extra pep in their step. You know, everybody's ready to go.
It is head. Where you want to kick it from, Devon? You want to be down there kicking towards the clock? Put your back to the goal.
All right, going into Week 11 in the by-district playoff round against our favorite team we've gotten the opportunity to play a few times, whether we scrimmaged them or played them in a playoff game, is the South Garland Colonels. Coach Wright brought his team into the SMU Stadium ready to roll. And, you know, some of the highlights, I thought our kids did a great job in our week preparation. We had given ourselves a chance to be where we wanted to be Week 11, and that's continuing to play. Our preparation was good that week. And then, you know, going over and getting to play at SMU was an awesome opportunity for everybody. I thought it was a pretty neat place to be. We had some struggles in that game early on, trying to move the football. We had some, the big key play, in my opinion, was the first pass play out of the box to AD. It was a great pass, great catch, and they ruled it an incomplete pass, and that caused us some frustrations, to be real honest with you. But some other things that our guys did that we're able to overcome. We had, probably most of us remember, we had 6 injuries in that game. 4 of them were game-ending injuries. And I was obviously disappointed for those guys that got hurt that didn't get to finish the game, but I was very appreciative and proud of the guys that got to step up and contribute in our game against South Garland. Obviously, we didn't finish the game the way we wanted to. We lost. But in retrospect, what a great opportunity for us to be able to be a part of that game. What a great job by our seniors directing a 3-year run of being in the playoffs all 3 years from their sophomore year on. I'm very, very proud of those guys, and we're excited about our young guys coming up, giving us an opportunity, hopefully, to be in this game this time next year, Week 11, to give us a chance to be playing in Week 12. And so I hope you guys enjoy the highlights from the South Garland Week 11 by-district playoff game.
He gets off a beauty. It's fielded on a hop back at the 20-yard line by the starting quarterback, and he is going to go off to the races. Past midfield, Turner to the 40, the 35, the 30, and finally knocked out of bounds. Going around the right side, has nowhere to go, but now cuts it back up the field again, trying to get positive yardage. He's going to get dropped for a loss. And the Lake Highlands defense comes up with a big third down stop. Here's a handoff on third and short.
Man, I like the way Desmond's running the football. He's got his head down, that forward lean. Looks like the old Desmond that we're used to. It's good to see him back on the field.
Catchmark's going to go to the airways again, this time to AD, and he's got another first down. And the kick is up, has the distance, and good from about 25 yards out. Catchmark with all day to pass. Throws it across the middle. And Glover makes the catch. And that's enough for a Lake Highland first down. The third down play is short of a first down by a yard and a half. And South Garland looks like they're going to send out their punting unit. Go again, Desmond rolling. Oh, it's a flea flicker. Catchmark throwing it deep down the sidelines to Sunwingham. He catches it at the 20, down to the 15. They're going to go with it up the middle, and this is going to be a gutsy effort by Desmond Rowland and get another Lake Highland first down. And hand it to Sunwingham, to the 3, the 2, the 1, trying to push the pile into the end zone. Yeah! Touchdown, Lake Highlands.
Score. South Garland 14, Lake Highlands 10.
This is going to be an inside handoff to the fullback. He's stacked up. Howard making part of that stop, along with Clint Hardiman. Moving deep down the field, and they're looking his way at the 40. He catches it in play at the 45-yard line, right at the first down sticks. catch mark, looking to throw out to the right flats. He's got Glover, and Glover does a great juke move to get the first down and more. Inside the 40, inside the 30. Here's a great penetration by the Lake Highlands defense on this second down run.
35 seconds left to play in the game. South Garland's Colonels with a 28-10 over the Wildcats of Lake Highlands.
Here is a pass into the flats. This pass is going to be caught by AD. He's going to be tackled right there, and Lake Highlands will turn it over on downs. And it looks like that's going to be the last play of the game. This by-district playoff game between Lake Highlands and South Garland goes the Colonels' way. They will advance to the second round by way of a 42-10 final.
You don't have to buy in to play in this game. You don't have to buy in to come and practice every day. You don't have to buy in to be chewing on your butt all the time and keeping those expectations high. You don't have to buy into all that stuff, but you do. And I appreciate that greatly. Not just because it's you do it for me. I know you're doing it because you got that rock out on your chest, and it's because of what you believe in, that you've been brought up with. I know the reasons why you do it. We're all doing it for the same reasons. One play at a time.